Pump up the jams. Pump it up. Pump the jams. Pump the jams. 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 Jam. 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 Jams. Grassy Posse Packer Nation. Welcome to a completely unscheduled, completely random Q&A that who the hell knows what's going on, but Jonathan's here, part of that notification squad. Oh, Dion's here, Random Game's here, Charles Johnson's here, everyone's here. What's going on? Yeah, this is a completely random video. Caesar's here, John's here, Andrew's here, Victor's here, Trank's here, Alex is here, that one friend is here, Daniel's here, Caden's here, Raymond, what's going on, bud? Liam, what's going on? Daniel, Mimar, Evan, Khalil. God, I can't do it all. What's going on? It's completely random, was editing videos and was like, hey, Ray's here. Was like, let's do a little Q&A action. Why not? Why not? It's been a while. I feel like I haven't, since I didn't stream on Sunday, I feel like we haven't had this. I feel like we haven't had this in a while. All right, let's do some like random questions. Let's see what we got, and let's see what happens. Let's see. Star Wars Universe, how old are you? While I do look like a 40-year-old woman, I am 28 years old. Yeah, that's a thing. What are the chances of you becoming the next head coach for the Packers? Ask Alex. Well, Alex, you see, I do have some connections with the Green Bay Packers, but I keep on calling them and they send me right to voicemail. So I'm going to say slim to none, but I'll still be trying. Do you think Josh Jackson will develop into a starting caliber, possibly even good corner? Great question, Justine. Well, I had thought about Josh Jackson, that wonderful man. Well, everybody and their mother was super high on him and wanted us to pick him first in their first round of the draft. I just saw a guy who was, during that one season that he played, looked very, very good, had a lot of talent, but at the same time, like, again, he only had like 8 games or something that were under his belt. So I think that he can be a good corner. It's just that he needs to adjust to the NFL, and that is a very difficult adjustment to make. Jason's here. Craig, get out of my bedroom. Yeah, Jade told me that you're going to be sleeping here on Monday. I'm afraid. Dylan asks, why are the Packers bad? Well, a stagnant offense, an injured defense, and just a lack of any chemistry will do that. And also the leadership is god-awful. I got a question. How long will this video last? Connor asks. It's a great question. I don't know. In the middle, I might just cut it off mid-sentence and be like, nah, we ain't going to do it anymore. We'll see. Charles Johnson says, who do you want to be the coach? It's a great question. I mean, I've been looking up guys, and you know, the guy who we haven't done a deep dive in, I like Mike Tomlin a lot. I'm not going to lie, and I know some of you might be upset about that, but I think he's a super experienced coach. He has led teams to Super Bowl victories. You know, he's done well with the team there. I think it's just it's a little stale there, similar to Mike McCarthy. So right now, Tomlin wouldn't be too bad. Lincoln Riley's not going to come. I don't want Josh McDaniels. Eric Bieniemy, the video I just put up, he would probably be a good selection. I like him too. So we'll see. Do I watch basketball? I don't at all. I'm sorry. I've tried. It doesn't work. It doesn't work well. Corey, what's going on? How are you? Do you think you will hit 10,000 during the live streams? Liam asking, yeah, we might hit 10,000 subs these past 2 weeks. That reaction video went freaking crazy. We're up to like 183,000 views. So it might. That'd be cool to get 10,000 subs then. We'll see. How did you meet your wife in college? She was my CDA, which means she was like the second in command for the building. And I was like, hey, babe, I got a thing for authority. And she was like, get away from me. And I didn't. That's love advice right there. Pat McAfee calling the Packer game Sunday. It's better than Philbin. Better than Philbin. Have I ever been to Chicago? Yes, I have. A couple times. One in their airport a few times, and then to go to Milwaukee. And then I went there. I drove there to eat some pizza one time. It was okay. It was all right. Trank asked, why am I a Packers fan? Dad was a Cowboys fan. Tried to raise me like that. Was like, nah. One day in 5th grade, went into school, heard the Packers beat the Cowboys. Fan ever since. Angel says, Gracia, you're the man, buddy. Thank you. Appreciate that. How do you I'm forcing my friend who's from Chicago to watch the last Packer game. How do I make him a Packer fan? Just be like, hey, show him if he's a Bears fan, show him the 2010 NFC Championship game. That'll do it. Did I actually try and apply? No, I have no right being the Packers head coach. None whatsoever. None whatsoever. What should we do with Randall Cobb? Great question. Great question. He's still on the other side of 30 years old. I think he obviously, besides Devontae, has the most chemistry with Aaron Rodgers. But that being said, I feel like the rookie wide receivers, there's a couple of them like ESB and MVS who are going to take that second jump. And of course, Kumaro, even though he's not a rookie, he's going to take that kind of sophomore jump. And I just don't think they'll have a need for him. I think we paid him $10.5 million this year. I don't see the Packers keeping him around for that. So when the Bears lose in the first round of the playoffs, will they still suck? Absolutely. Yes. Do I play Fortnite? I played one time and I died. What was your first Packers game that you ever been to? That was back in 2000. I was 10 years old when Michael Strahan broke the sack record against Brett Favre, and we won like 35-3. I was there. That was the first one. I know you hate the Vikings, but which Vikings would you want most for the Packers? Probably Thielen. I like Thielen. He'd be a good slot guy. I take him. Do you think that the Packers should go after any big name wide receivers? In free agency, I think they have other needs that they should be attending to. Favorite non-Packers player of this current era? Good question. JJ Watt is always great. He just seems like a really nice guy. I also like Drew Brees. I kind of have a soft spot for Drew Brees. So, sorry, Justin. My bad. Why haven't we fired Ron Zook? God, I really freaking hope so. I'm so done with him. I am so done with him. So done. Should I wear my Packers sweatshirt to Chicago tomorrow? Abso-freaking-lutely. Every day. Do that. I wore my Packers jacket walking through O'Hare Airport. Greetings from Finland. Hell yeah. What's going on? How many games have I been to at Lambeau, including preseason games? I think I've been to 2 preseason games, 2 playoff games. Is that it? Might be it. So 4, I think. Maybe 5. I don't remember. It's 4 or 5. One or the other. Do you think the new coach will be up to the task providing new play calling? I think they have to. I think that you're not picking someone who they need to do a couple things. One, they need to turn the ship around, but they need to control Aaron Rodgers. And at the same time, they need to learn how to call the plays. And if you can't find a person to do that, then that's a problem. And you shouldn't do it. Let's see. Keeping Philbin, please God, no. Keep Pettin, yes. And then also get a better offensive coordinator, yes. Tom, did you ever go back and watch the game that made you become a Packers fan? No, I actually never did. I actually never did that. Never thought about that. That was the year that they went to the Super Bowl and lost to the Broncos. So the first time I saw them win the Super Bowl was back in 2010. Who do I think is going to be in the Super Bowl? The Saints look pretty damn good. I would love to see a Saints-Chargers, Saints-Patriots, anything like that. I would think it'd be one of those. Average age viewer? I don't know that. I don't know. KTA 916. What's up, Tom? We all know your favorite NFC team, but do you have a favorite AFC team? And who? Ooh, a favorite AFC team. It's like, who do I hate the least? I didn't mind the Jaguars. They're just like there. I like the Chargers because I feel like they get crapped on all the time and no one cares about them. And like the Browns, they just deserve to do well. But if I have to pick like one team, I want to say it'd probably be the Chargers, just because like I have no beef with them at all. I don't think about them, and neither does anyone else. Donate me a Ravens toaster if the Browns beat the Ravens. You might need it. Let's see. Hey Jane, how are you? Sorry, trying to get through all these questions. My apologies. Aaron, hey Tom, do you have a comedy album available? Oh my God, Aaron, yes. Allergic to Fun, available on Amazon, iTunes, and TomGrossiComedy.com. Wow, crazy stuff here. Let's see. What do you think of Gary Kubiak if he comes back to coaching? If he could do it, more power to him. I just don't want him to be for the Packers. I don't know if Gary Kubiak would come back though. Like I don't know. I don't know if he can. We'll see. Tom, can we have a top 10 defense next season? Alex, I hope so. I think that was like my bold prediction this year that we were going to have like a top 10 or top 15, but injuries just killed us. And like, I think we have the pieces. We just need like a guy, like, trading up and just getting into the top 10 and picking somebody. How Tom has it feel to be out of the playoffs? God awful. It feels so bad. It feels so bad. Do you think Rodgers is going to lead the Packers? No, I don't. I definitely don't. John Wayne, how you doing, bud? I went to the Jets game, so it's 5. Oh yeah. Well, no, it wasn't at Lambeau. So I've been a bunch at MetLife. Gun to your head, Banky or Nagler? That's a terrible question. I don't think I watched that clip of Banky from transplants this week, just ripping into the fact that they're starting Aaron Rodgers, and I could not stop laughing my ass off. Like, that was one of the funniest things I've ever seen. Wade Whitson, how are you doing? What's going on? Where will the Raiders be playing football next year? I don't even know if they'll be in the NFL next year, essentially. Did you use your SeatGeek code at the Packers-Jets game? I didn't. They don't let me. I could be the Packers head coach, but they won't let me do that either. Sean, what's going on? How are you? Who's advancing, Steelers or Ravens? I feel like Ravens. Definitely would. Yeah, the Chargers might lose in the first round. I wouldn't be terribly, terribly surprised. I don't live in Wisconsin, New York. Is it hard being a fan? Yeah, surrounded by Jets and Giants fans, and they're all gross. They're so gross. Okay, do I like the Bears? Gross again? All the grossness. Should we cut Crosby? No, don't cut Crosby, David. I like Crosby. I'll always stick with Crosby. Did I like Eddie Lacy? Yes, I did like Eddie Lacy. Eddie Lacy was great until he wasn't anymore and got fat. That was it. Landon Collins. I would love Landon Collins. That would be great. He'd be a stud. He's going to cost a crap ton of money, but got to do it to win. Tom, do you have to rein in your comedy material, being that you are a teacher and public figure to impressionable minds? Yes. There is a lot of censorship going on, whether it's on my social media or even sometimes on the podcast. Like, I try to keep it PG-13 as much as possible, just because while I do have a teaching job, that pays the bills right now. So we got to make sure I don't lose that money. So yes. If we got Khalil Mack, would it change our season? Absolutely. Khalil Mack is one of those guys who, no, the Jets aren't going to upset the Patriots, by the way. No, it's not going to happen. Yes, I think it would, because Khalil Mack is the kind of once-in-a-generational player that just makes a team better. So whether it's Khalil Mack getting the sack or getting the pressure, it makes everyone else around him better and opens up, while they're double-teaming Mack. So yeah, it would be much, much better. Much, much better. Would we be still in the same situation? I don't know. I think we could have made the playoffs, but then again, we would still have the offensive problems still. Sean, New York has 3 terrible teams. Imagine. Yeah, that's true. It's true. Resign Matthews only if he takes a pay cut. Only if he does. He has I think if he doesn't get a sack this Sunday, I think he only has 3.5 sacks on the season. That's god awful. That's so bad. Yeah, they're bad. Dion, you like watching the Bears? Okay, that's fine. Lucas says, who should we go for in the draft? Like, position-wise, we definitely need a pass rusher. We've needed that for I don't even know how long. Pass rusher, safety, offensive lineman. Wouldn't mind a tight end also. Definitely wouldn't mind. Trubisky being a Pro Bowl alternate? I don't think so. DeMarcus Lawrence or Clowney? Clowney, I think, has more potential. I think. I do miss Nick Collins. Nick Collins is great. Cut Aaron Rodgers for Tom Grassi? No. Please, God, no. 3 sacks and 9 rushing the passer. Yeah, pretty much. Let's see. Do I think the Vikings will beat the Bears? I think it'll be tough for them to beat the Bears, but it could happen. They're playing at home. Why not? How do I feel about our secondary? They're young. Jair Alexander is a freaking stud and a half, though, and I'm so excited to see the rest of his career. We'll see. Cut Jimmy Graham? Yes, you should have cut him tomorrow. I said in the beginning, and everyone hated on me that Jimmy Graham was going to not be worth the contract. And they were like, no, he's going to get 20 touchdowns. Nope. But that also goes to show that getting a high ticket free agent doesn't always do the job. Milkman, how are you, buddy? Good to see you. Cornerbacks? Yeah, why not? Can't have enough of those guys. Can't have enough depth. Yeah, well, Jimmy is tight end. I mean, he also has a broken thumb, but I mean, he's dropped a lot of balls this season. Like, a lot. Yeah, we need to draft an offensive lineman. We need some depth back there because there's someone always injured. I liked Cook. I did like Jared Cook. Who am I rooting for, the Bears or the Vikings? I'm going to root for the Bears because I don't want to see the Vikings in the playoffs. It's already bad enough that the Bears are in there. Resign Morgan Burnett. Well, we don't have Morgan Burnett anymore. I would have liked to keep him on the field just as a veteran presence, but that would have been nice. But so it goes. Nathan Peterman for head coach. Damn straight. Jake Ryan will make a large impact next season. Jake Ryan's a run stuffer. He sucks with everything else, but he's a really good run stuffer. And every time they do like one of those like promos of like, everyone says their name or whatever, he always sounds like he is on a sugar high. And he's like, "Oh, I'm Jake Ryan." That's him. So I think so. It's a little sad that he went. Ravens defense is pretty damn good. Lamar Jackson's doing pretty good too. That's why Joe Flacco won't be there next year. We need to be a team and hire Belichick. I don't know if you could ever drag him away from New England. I don't think so. But we'll see. Score prediction for the Packers game. I just want Devontae Adams to break records because he's like 100 and something yards away from Jordy Nelson's record. And then I think he's 2 catches away from Sharp's record. I want him to beat both of them. So I think the Packers are going to come out swinging. I think like 31-17 they'll win. Why did we get rid of Shields? Because he was injury prone, and like if he got one more concussion, he might die. So, listen, I wish him nothing but the best. I love Sam Shields, but I don't blame them for getting rid of him. I don't blame them. What do you think of Stafford as a media insane for thinking he should be traded? Do you want him traded? I think Stafford is so underrated. The guy has a hell of an arm, and is tough as hell because he gets smacked around all the time. But I don't think he's going to get traded when he's basically the team. Why don't I like Joe Philbin? I just want something different. I don't believe enough in Joe Philbin. I want someone young. I want someone innovative and someone who could adapt to 2018. And I don't think Joe Philbin is that guy. I don't. Devontae Adams passed up Offensive Player of the Year. He deserves it more than Brady. I don't say he deserves it more than Brady, but Devontae Adams has been a stud these past 2 years. He's a stud. You might be bigger than J.K. Scott. I'm also older than J.K. Scott because I can drink. Craig Nixon asking, will Eagles make the playoffs? Listen, they have to win and Vikings have to lose, and there's a good chance the Vikings are going to lose. Listen, I'll see some Foles magic again. Why not? I got nothing wrong with the Eagles. Rice Davis, what's up, Tom? Can we take a positive spin that our rookies on the whole did well this year? Yeah, I think you definitely can. I think we definitely have, like ESB, while he wasn't a pivotal part of the offense, he made some crucial catches, starting to run his routes a little bit better. MVS, besides a few drops last week, it really just is that chemistry that they're going to get with Rodgers. I think is going to be beneficial. And Jair Alexander looks like a freaking stud. I could not be happier about that. So yeah, if we're looking at positive spins, I think that's a good one. I definitely think that's a good one. Cut Crosby for Kareem Hunt kicker. That's a good one. Can the Bears beat the Saints in New Orleans? That's a great question. That would be a matchup I'd love to see, and my argument would be no, but watching what the Cowboys did to the Saints a few weeks ago, it's all about making Drew Brees uncomfortable. And I think if there's anybody that could do that, it's unfortunately the Bears. So we'll see. We will see. No, don't want Josh McDaniels. Go check out the video I did on him. There's a reason why I don't want him, because he's not Bill Belichick. We want the Rams to lose so they have something to play for. Yeah. Who do you think is going to make the Super Bowl? Texans and Saints? I don't think the Texans are going to make it. I could see the Saints making it, though, and then potentially the Patriots and stuff. How far will the Bears go? Divisional round. How far can I throw a football? Probably over those mountains. Probably could do that. What is love, baby? Don't hurt me. Don't hurt me. No more. No more. Greetings from Germany. How are you today? Doing well. Do you think we have too many problems to solve? No, I don't think we have too many problems to solve. But that being said, we do need to solve them quickly. If next year is not going to be a rebuilding season, then we have a lot of work to do. I think Brian Gutekunst knows that. I'm actually very curious to see what this offseason is going to hold, because I think it's going to be a roller coaster. So hang on to your butts. Do you think that Kevin King is a bust since he's injured all the time? I wouldn't say he's a bust yet, but his injuries are a significant problem. Are really, really. When he plays, it's not bad. It's not great, but he also doesn't play. So that's a problem. Okay, let's see. How far can you actually throw a football? I have no idea. I have never measured the yardage in which I can throw a football. I catch footballs. That would be my job. I was never a quarterback, more of a wide receiver. I'm sure there's a joke in there somewhere. Randall Cobb, too expensive to keep. I think he is. Would you want back Clay Matthews or Randall Cobb? Ooh. We don't have linebackers either. So, I mean, like, I could be okay with neither, but Cobb, just because he has the you know what? Oh God. Whoever's willing to take a pay cut is the one I would be willing to keep. Yeah, I hope we re-sign Breland too. I definitely hope we do. Basement Bowl tomorrow, Lions versus Packers. Yep. Yeah, we have to cut Perry, please God. Yep, been to a bunch of games at Lambeau. Let's see. Packers are stupid enough to trade away Alexander. No, definitely not. Definitely not. Muhammad Wilkerson, I only saw him for a couple games. I don't know if you re-sign him. He's a body. So why not? Why not? I don't think Clay will retire, but would you want Jordy back? He's not going to come back. I miss him terribly, but he's making $10 million in Oakland to do nothing. So good for him. Give some money for his family. Kumaro, I hope so. I love Kumaro so much. Ravens defensive coordinator for head coach. They got the number one defense. I don't think we're going to go defensive coordinator. I think we're going to go offense, but wouldn't be the worst thing in the world. I think we're just going to stick as offensive minded. Am I going to stream the draft? Yes, I will. Did that last year and almost died, but we'll do it again. I don't think they'll get rid of Alexander. Let's see. Nitschke or Buttkiss, if you could bring one back. Nitschke, final answer. Final answer. We won't trade for Gronk. Gronk is not going anywhere. He'll leave before he gets dropped from the Patriots. I hope we don't trade down. Kill me. Can Packers finish fourth in the division? Have been paying attention to the teams that don't matter. Craig, that was hurtful. So hurtful. Thielen's good. Yeah, Thielen's good. AJ Hawk. I actually have a signed card from him. Almost a 10K subscribers. Hell yeah. Tom, Peter North here. Old porn star. Huge fan. Yeah. Earl Thomas, too high a price. It's going to be interesting what his price is because he's, I think 30 now and coming off a broken leg. So that's going to be rough. I would love to get him, but coming off an injury and the age that he is, it's going to be tough. I really feel bad for him. Nathan Peterman for number one in top 100 players. Absolutely. He's the number one of all time, obviously. What's with Crosby this year? He had one really bad game. That was it. He's been fine. He's our all-time leading point scorer. He's fine. Andy Reid's not leaving Kansas City. Draft Jake Fromm next year as an understudy for Rodgers. I can't imagine the backlash if we signed a quarterback. I don't think we're spending a high draft pick on a quarterback. I don't think it's happening. But I would take Nathan Peterman, obviously. What was your reaction when the Packers won the Super Bowl? I took my shirt off, I took my pants off, and ran around in the freezing cold in New Paltz in my boxers. I was that happy. Yes, that's happened. Rodgers or Brady? I'd rather Rodgers because I think in any team, he's the better pick. That's just my opinion. Let's see. Trubisky will choke in the playoffs this year. I mean, I don't think the Bears are going to the Super Bowl. I don't. And that's completely unbiased. I don't think that they're going to. I could be wrong. I'm not. But I don't think they are. But the fact that they're able to bounce back and win the NFC North after this was supposed to be a rebuilding year, hey, kudos to them. They beat us fair and square. What should we do at safety? Get all the help in the world. Sign everybody. We should sign Jay Cutler, best quarterback of all time for the Packers. All time. Let's see. Vic Fangio. I don't think he'll leave, but we'll do an episode on him. Definitely. Say it again. I will. They're not going to win the Super Bowl. And no, I'm not saying that they won the North again. Would I rather see the Bears or Vikings in the Super Bowl? The Bears. Because again, they got crapped on for 8 years, and this is the first time they've been relevant since 2013, because they almost won the division when we broke their hearts. So you know what? If I had to pick between one or the other, I'd do the Bears. I'd definitely do the Bears there. Could the Colts go to the Super Bowl? I don't think so. The Colts or the Titans, whoever winds up making it in. I don't think either of them are going to go. What was the reason for Clinton Dix? Is that we got a guaranteed 4th round pick for him. It wasn't conditional, which could have been like an extra 10 picks higher. And I don't think he made our team any better, to be completely honest. Would you like Pat Fitzgerald? Dominic, actually, that's a great question. Pat Fitzgerald, I already recorded that episode. It'll be out next week talking about Pat Fitzgerald. We'll see. He might be a good pick. I don't think he's ever leaving Northwestern, though. The guy is a freaking monster. DeFilippo? No, I don't want DeFilippo. He got cut by the Vikings. His offense was crap. I don't want him. Fangio, I would say if I had to pick. Do you think the Packers should just draft all the defensive players for every pick in the draft? No, because I need an offensive lineman too. And hell, I would love a tight end too. I would love a competent tight end. Please. Please, please, please. Foles or Wentz? Who has a better record? Just saying. I think it's Foles. It might be Wentz. But Foles. Tom, what was a better movie? Batman, The Dark Knight Rises, or Batman Dark Knight? Oh, you mean The Dark Knight or The Dark Knight Rises? It's The Dark Knight, obviously. Obviously. Lincoln Riley said that he's not going to leave. The problem I have with college coaches, though, who have no experience is it's an adjustment period. And again, if they take 2 years minimum to adjust to the NFL, that's 2 less years of Aaron Rodgers playoff football. So am I worried about Rodgers' health for next year? I am not. If he gets hurt, that's going to be problematic. But do I want the Packers to lose this week? No. For a higher draft pick? No. Definitely don't. Nick, what's going on? Boy. Jesus Christ for head coach. Hey, if anyone can pull off a miracle, why not? Let's see. If I had to wear a jersey for the day of the Bears, Lions, or Vikings, what would it be? I would do the Lions because everyone would just think it was a joke. What was your GPA second marking period sophomore year of high school? High school? Ooh, it wasn't good. It wasn't good at all. College was good. College, magna cum laude. That's right. Obviously super useful on this Packers podcast. Waste of an education. Why not Jared Cook then? He was already... Yeah, I liked Jared Cook. I liked him. But so it goes. I think Jimmy Graham is better than everyone thinks. Not like he was the only one bad on this team. Our offense was terrible year round. 100%, dude. Dustin, absolutely. This is not all on... Trust me. I wish Jimmy Graham was the only issue that we had with our offense. But no, it's just I think he has not been the weapon that we would have wanted him to be. So, what do you think about Kendricks being most productive? If you told me that at the beginning of the year, I would have laughed in your face. In your face. But Kendricks keeps making those like plays. So we should look at that Mike McCarthy guy for head coach. Yeah. Kill me. Album of the year goes to obviously Allergic to Fun from Tom Grossi. Wow. What just a gem. Just a gem. Are you concerned that it doesn't seem like Mike Pettin prepared the younger players who replace the injuries on defense? No, I don't think that goes to Pettin. I think Pettin has done a good job. I'm happy with how he's done. I think it's just he's been dealt a crappy hand, and I thought this is just his first year. You got to give him this, and I think he's going to do well. Will we resign my boy Clay Matthews? Only if he takes a pay cut. He's had a terrible season. So I think it's only if he takes a pay cut, and that's it. That's it. Potential in Trubisky, I think that they've set up a good system for him, and I don't think he needs to be amazing. He doesn't need to be elite because they have that defense. So how long till Patricia gets fired? He'll be there at least a couple more years. Unless he tanks next season, he'll be there a couple more years. Devontae, top 5? Yeah. These past 2 seasons, I would say. When is your next live comedy show? Hell if I know. During the football season, like I barely get up for stand-up just because I have 0 time for anything except this. So... Milkman, I had a dream Mike McCarthy became the head coach for week 17 and I watched the game never again. I don't blame you. I definitely don't blame you. What is your porn star name? Tom Grossi. Just look it up on Pornhub. What are the Patriots doing right? They hired Bill Belichick. I did watch Bird Box last night. It was pretty good. Wasn't amazing. I want to go watch the Black Mirror thing actually right after this. Tom Grossi is head coach, defensive coordinator, offense coordinator, GM, and president. I appreciate your confidence in me. I definitely do. I like Mike Pettin as well. Who's a better head coach, Tom or Aaron Nagler? Ooh. It's a good question. Tom getting a Super Bowl spot next year? I mean, like, are we going to win? Am I afraid of Nathan Peterman? Who isn't? He's just so manly. Seahawks at Cowboys? Probably Seahawks, I would probably say. Who do I think could beat the Saints? Anybody who has a good defense. The Cowboys showed how it was done, and that was at home. So we'll see. I know Jordy was willing to take one beer, so remind me. Don't remind me. I know. See you soon, Craig. My mom or my dad. They both watch this. They're probably both not watching now, though. My dog. Is that a bad answer? I feel like that's a bad answer. Tariq Cohen or Aaron Jones? Aaron Jones all day, every day. Listen, Packers owners could vote Tom Grossi as Packers president. It's true. Just make it happen. Make it happen. Oh, like the NBC spot, Nathan. I don't know. We'll see if NBC comes calling again. We'll see. Probably won't, because if the Packers aren't there, it doesn't really make sense to have a random Packers dude on there. Bobby Boucher. I don't know if his mom's going to let him play. I don't know if his mama's going to let him play football. So we will see. I want an offensive-minded head coach, but yeah. I wouldn't complain about Fangio either. No results for Tom Grossi on Pornhub. Damn, they must have taken it down for copyright. That's it. What is your opinion, John Gruden suiting up during practice and reportedly some snaps at running back? I am not surprised at all. At all. I have a good question. Why is this my recommended? I don't know, dude. You must have been looking at some weird crap for YouTube to recommend this guy right here. So we will see. We will see. All right, kids. This already went on for way too long than I thought it would. But we will be live streaming here on Sunday for the final Packers game this season. So we will do that. It'll be glorious and it'll be beautiful. And then we're still going to stream for playoff games. So that'll be good. That will be good. So, all right, kids. I'm Tom Grossi. Love you. And as always, go Pack Go.